my God. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It's been a long time since I started a stream. About 10 minutes. Sorry for that. Again, welcome. This is the correct stream. If you're here, I'm here. Everybody's going to be here. I bumped up this live from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to noon. Hopefully, everybody overseas is loving me for it. But yes, so it is about noon Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on the West Coast, you're waking up to me, grab your coffee. Again, if you're anywhere else, I have no idea what time it is. I just know that it's noon here. I barely know that it's Sunday. Okay. But what I can tell you is that we're going to watch the last 45 minutes of the body cam. It's the same body cam from yesterday. We're just picking up at 3:22 where we left off a.m. We have like the last 40 minutes. And then I'm going to show you guys two very, very special interviews that take place. They are actually on camera. These interviews take place on camera, on body cam. They are audio visual. And what is said during these interviews blew my mind, as they did not make it into the police reports. Imagine that. That's why police reports are only so good. I want to listen for myself. I want to take my own notes. And in fact, tonight, you're going to sneak peek late night when I reveal a 70-page report that I put together that is surrounding the Dr. Moore case, Dr. Drake chiropractic murder case. I got some bombshells there. I got some information with Idaho 4 that'll all be later. This is Brent Kopacka. This is the body cam. And this is truly unfortunate. This is the truth. I actually put another FOIA request in because after doing more digging, I think there is more body cam that possibly exists as well as reports. So you just got to be really, really specific when you ask for stuff and how you ask for it. And then therefore you can reveal it. Also, you can, if somebody tells you that you can't get something and they're redacting it for X and such reason, you have a chance to appeal that. And I am actually in the process of appealing a redaction that I do not think is, I should say like legal, but it's, I'm going to appeal a redaction that they say for privacy reasons. I believe that it actually fits outside of that scope and out of that RC code. So we're going to try to get creative. So bear with me with that. But this is the last 40 minutes of, again, this is now December 15th because it's past midnight. Let's get into it. Again, I want to thank the moderators for being here. All of you members, subscribers. I want to thank Nancy S. She gifted 20 memberships. You guys are great. Here at Truth and Transparency, members actually do get some perks. I do member streams. I do member-only posts. I do PDFs that only go out to members. So when you're following stuff that I do, you get stuff like that. And it goes out to any tier. The way that I look at tiers is if you can afford to donate more per month, that's just you being, extra kind and giving. And but I try to make sure that all the members get the same stuff because I do appreciate every member, regardless of what tier you're on. They say in life that if somebody had $5 and they donated, a dollar of that $5, and somebody had $100, and they donated a dollar of that 100, who actually gave more? So it's all relative in life. It's all about percentages. It's not about the amount. So anyways, that's my analogy on that. You giving and being part of the Truth and Transparency member family allows me to go after it, allows me to do extra digging and put the time, a lot of time goes into it. And we want the truth, right? So, all right. Well, I talked long enough. So hopefully those notifications clicked in. Again, it was bumped up from 6 p.m. to noon. So no, you're not losing your mind. Okay. This was originally set for 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just bumped it up to noon. So those of you guys that have boyfriends or girlfriends that are watching football, you can listen to me, watch this while your man gets rowdy and does football, or you could do both, or you could just come back and watch replay. Also want to give a shout out to Harsh. I know that he shared The work that I put in with this specific case, this body cam, he did a video. He made it known, told some people from his channel to come on over. That was greatly appreciated. I welcome all people. I think that when you're doing things the right way and for the right reasons, people should be able to go wherever they want, whenever they fucking want, and nobody should tell you different. And when somebody starts to do that or question where you're at, you should actually question why they're questioning you that. Nobody should be ever doing and saying stuff like that. So if you follow true crime, go wherever the hell you want. Yeah. So again, thank you for that. Respect sees respect. Also, real sees real. So come on in. That's also my way of giving props to JLR. People may love him, people may hate him. No, I'm not picking on him. I love JLR's hustle. You could hate the guy, you can love the guy, but at the end of the day, that motherfucker is hustling, right? He's trying to get the information out. His opinion on cases could be so different than mine. Like, he thinks Brent Kopacka is so guilty before he even has a day in court. Do I think that's wrong? Sure. But hey, that's his opinion, right? All right? Why would I ever hate somebody off of their opinion? That would make me foolish. It's about, do I think that JLR would own things when he would say something that, yes. Do I think that other people would do that? Yes, that's called integrity. If you have integrity, I can fuck with you. If you're real to yourself, I can fuck with you. That's what's the greatest thing about not being mainstream media and not answering to anybody. Because where is mainstream media with this case? They were all over the Idaho 4 case. They're nowhere to be seen in this case. And this is a case that is deserving. A guy that served our country, served us so that we didn't have to go out there and do something. That we're protected. I mean, you know how many Americans do that? I think that this is just so sad because this should have never happened. I don't blame the sniper that shot Brent. Even if Brent was even shot, we don't even know, right? What I blame is poor situational management. And that stuff you practice. That's why you do the drills. There is no communication going on. Nobody knows anything about Brent. Nobody even knows that he was a vet of any of the dialect that I hear. Now, that is pathetic. And that is something that we can most certainly have an opinion on. And I'm going to speak on that. Because they should all either be fired, go back to the post, but none of them, anybody that was in the situation with Brent, who was an officer, should be allowed to ever be in a situation like this again, because this is an epic fail. Okay? Epic fail. The comments that were made on these body cams by these officers, horrible. Absolutely. When you want to talk about humanity, horrible. We're humans. We're going to make mistakes, but I don't see mistakes in this video. I see lack of education. If you want to say practice, if you want to say maturity, communication, there is just everything that's about due to my training and experience. Your training and experience blows then. So whatever the hell y'all are doing to train and get your experience, you need to rethink it, because this is a prime example of poor leadership that reflects through the people that you're leading. Because if I was to see this and I was in charge of these men and women, I'd be disgusted. And I should have my job. My job should be like on the hot seat, you know? So, okay, enough of my rant. This is someone's son, someone's brother, cousin, friend, fellow American. Pathetic. All right. Again, thank you for the gifted memberships there. Rock Chalk 100. Keep it at 100. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Go ahead and turn up your volumes.
I'd like to figure out what type of cigarettes you want and how to get them to you.
Okay, I said I wasn't going to stop this, but I do want to make this known. At 3:31, Pullman Police Department Officer Banks radioed she heard Kopacka say he's going to start killing people now, starting with the people outside. So I want to play 3:31 right here to see if we can hear it. Okay, 3:30, 30 seconds. Let's go 3:30. Boom. All right. Okay, right here. Deputy Pelzner radioed that the previous round was fired through the trees above the heads of the sniper team. At 3:30, Kopacka fired the handgun again. Deputy Pilsner radioed that he heard the projectile from the previous shot hit the WSU building behind the sniper team. I recognized the building directly behind the sniper team was an occupied residence hall. 3:29, so we'll start at 3:29, 30 seconds. Let's see. He said right there, that round, that one went through the tree branches. They have to get an angle on him. 3:30. We're at 3:29 and 49 seconds. See that fainted distance shot? We can hear when there's a shot in the room. Like, listen to this. Right there. That's a loud shot. You can hear it, right? Now listen. So that was at 3:29 and 43 seconds. Hear that noise right there? What was that? Not the beeping, but it was like a off in the distance. Anyways, where the hell can we hear Brent screaming that he is going to start killing people now? And this says that it comes at 3:31. Let's listen. Got her, liar. Right there, you hear the woman voice come over the radio. Gotcha. Officer Banks, that's her voice right there. She radioed in, and you can see it's 3:31 and 20 seconds. So at approximately 3:31 hours, police department officer Banks radioed. She heard Kopacka say he's going to start killing people now, starting with the people outside. Boom. Gotcha. You're a fucking liar, Banks. You're a fucking liar. You are an absolute fucking liar. This is proof. Where you cannot radio it. So she already radios in. We heard it. Do you guys hear that? Brent doesn't say a fucking word. Number one. Number two, you have a woman, a female, sick. This makes me sick, the women that are becoming cops and doing this shit. Okay? And I don't know if it's because you're trying to play fucking, ball with the boys and you're going to be their little bitches and do what they fucking say so you could be in with them or whatever. But this is a flat out lie. This is a flat out lie by Officer Banks. And I said I was going to let this play through. I can't. I'm so like, because I have all the reports in front of me. So I can like call them out maybe better for you guys. Because I was just going to do a live and then break it all the way down. This is absolutely unreal. Do you understand that by her radioing in and saying that he said that? How would all these other officers, what do they think? But now you got all these guys that are in this room right here. They don't hear this. Well, guess what? This is going to the Washington Attorney General, Miss Banks, Officer Banks. And we're going to see how this plays out in your career. Because I promise you, it won't. This is going to mainstream media. And I want you to sit here and I want you to come on my show, Officer Banks, and I want you to tell me where the fuck you heard whoever was in this room that you want to allege is Brent Kopacka went ahead and said to you, and that you heard him, that he was going to start, quote unquote, it's in quotes here, that he's going to start killing people now, starting with the people outside, end quote. Where are you at, Banks? I don't give a fuck if you wear a badge. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you do. You are a fucking liar. And I'm calling it out right now. And I'm just getting warmed up. Right there, you heard her say it. Fuck yeah, I love it. He says he's gonna start killing people now. You a hoe. You could take your fucking badge and you could shove it straight up your fucking ass because we, the people, pay your salary. And I may not live in Washington, but guess what? This is going to be seen by a lot of Washington citizens. And I know if I lived in Washington, there was no goddamn way I would give you a penny. Lying bitch. Oh, did he, you dumb hoe? Oh, there we go. I need a couple more inches if he comes around that corner. All right, let's go to. All right, we're going to go to. Okay, so this is 3:38. We're going to be approaching 3:38. At approximately 3:38, Kopacka fires the handgun again. Sergeant Harris, who's in charge, Reuben Harris, 2018 Officer of the Year. Sergeant Harris is in charge of this mission. Sergeant Harris radioed the previous shot was fired out of the window. Another officer radioed that they heard Kopacka say, "Did I get him?" after firing that shot. So let's go ahead and listen here at 3:38. It's 3:37 and 18 seconds, so I'm starting it here. Okay, that's the shot right there. But do you hear that shell casing? Do you hear that? Listen, listen. Oh my God. Okay, so this is 3:37, 50 seconds. Listen for the shot and then listen. The shell casing hits the ground. Listen. Did you hear that? That was so close to be able to hear that. Okay, so now let's hear what gets radioed in. That was the three, as you can see, 3:38 in 1 second. Now. Okay.
Put down the weapon!
I hear muffling sounds there.
Brent! Exit the bedroom with your hands up and empty!
Right there. There's your civilian, I think, sitting right there off to the right. You see that? in the dark right there. See right there? Watch right there. That's him. No pen, no paper.
Brent, put down the firearm. We don't want anybody to get hurt.
Is he writing anything? He's right there. You can see his head right here. Right there, they say it was a sniper round. Okay, so this is 3:41 in 2 seconds. This is where they say that at approximately 3:41, Deputy Pausner radioed that the sniper team fired. Now, somewhere between what we just heard there and at some point on 3:40, which I didn't hear, I'll rewind it. Sergeant Harris radioed that Kopacka fired with the weapon's muzzle outside the window. Kopacka fired with the handgun again. But right here, his little head, this is your Simon guy right here. Right there, you hear that loud shot then? Wait a second though. Oh my God, you're gonna shit. Oh my God. I'm gonna die. You guys ready for this? I wondered why he said this. At approximately 3:41 hours, Deputy Pausner radioed that the sniper team had just fired. I was resting briefly at the rear of our apartment. I could hear several smaller noises that sounded like a rimfire caliber firearm being fired. Got you, bitch. Fuck yeah, Simon. Suck my fucking tits. You guys, boom. In Simon's report, because the body cam goes and he's able to be seen here, didn't even like, right here, you see this fucking kook. Okay. And then to see that he's on body cam, just like I said, and he's not writing anything down. And then he puts in Simon's report, without viewing body cam, that he would know when he rested at 3:41 hours to say, I was resting briefly at the rear of our apartment. I could hear several. Bitch, please. Use a damn lie and I just caught your ass. Ooh, daddy. Another win for Lana. Don't fuck with me. You see this shit? And y'all wonder why this ain't clickbait. This is the real fucking deal right here. So this is Simon, who is sitting in the back of his apartment and just so happens to know that I need to put it in my report at this time that I took a rest. Well, then how are you writing down anything that happened at 3:38, 3:40, 3:40? Because you were resting then too. I don't see you with the fucking pen, Simon. I don't see you taking notes. I don't see you looking at your clock and your watch and you're writing everything down. In fact, you're not doing a goddamn thing. Are you a ride along? Were you a ride along? In his report, or not, when I say his report, Simon had a report because he had a witness statement. So Simon's witness statement is right here. In Simon's witness statement, which he typed all up, and the deputy said, wow, I'm just gonna go ahead and just copy, cut, and paste because Simon did such a great job with his narration. And in here, when the body cam goes ahead and catches Simon is a resident right here of 305. Okay. Simon put in his diary while he was getting Moscow mules for the officers that at approximately between 3:41 and 3:43, I was resting briefly at the rear of our apartment. What a fucking little fucking gotcha. Oh, Simon. Oh, police officers. This is so fucking priceless right here. In real time, literally on a live, blowing up the Pullman Police Department's narrative. Not only their narrative, WSU's campus police narrative. Let's see. Basically doing the investigator's job in this second investigation into how the officers responded. But Simon didn't say. All right, moving on. Next. At approximately 3:43, Kopacka fired the handgun 2 more times. PPD officer St. Andre immediately reported that something came out of the bedroom. Based on the time delay and Officer St. Andre description, it appeared Kopacka had fired toward the south or possibly through the bedroom door. Yeah. This is fucking insanity. Okay, so let's just check it out. Here we go. 3:41 and 14 seconds. Simon's sitting back here, chilling right there. Look at, did he move? He's just sitting there. Right here. What a little pussy. Sniper misses from 40 yards. Joke. Oh, I take that back. In this other report, this officer is saying he took a brief rest as well. So him and Simon are both resting.
Whatever's going on, we can figure it out. But we need you to come out with your hands up and empty.
Okay. Okay, so check this out. Now, this is where it makes sense why he's sitting over here. At approximately 3:44, Deputy Pilsner advises that Kopacka started a fire in the bedroom. Soon after, Sergeant Harris reported seeing the smoke coming from the bedroom. Incident command started evacuating the remaining building occupants. So here, 3:44, we're about to be there in 40 seconds. Let's see if he moves, see if we can get any of this on body cam to see if there's any smoke. Right there. Right here. Boom. I could hear Kopacka yelling again, but I couldn't understand him.
Brent, put down the firearm. Come out and talk to us with your hands up and empty.
Right there. He says it right here. Around 10 seconds. He's starting a fire in that room. Listen.
Come out and talk to us with your hands up and
You motherfuckers, man. So you guys think this is just a coincidence that we need this body cam to see if there's actually smoke coming. Okay, see if you could see it coming out. So there it is. No, at this time he comes out and he's resting when we need his body cam to be able to see if there's any of this smoke. Number one. Number two, they're saying that they're seeing at approximately, see, it's 3:45 in 2 seconds. So at approximately 3:44, Kopacka fired the handgun. PPD officer McNanny immediately reported that something came out of the bedroom. It appeared Kopacka was continuing to shoot through the bedroom door, he says. Through the bedroom door. Not through the bedroom window, but through the bedroom door. Okay? At approximately 3:48, which we're going to be approaching here in 3 minutes, Sergeant Harris reported, at 3:44, which it just happened, they said that Kopacka started a fire. How convenient that this dude has been, up in front, body cam. We need his body cam to be up there to see if we can see the smoke that they're saying right here is that you can see smoke coming from the bedroom. Okay. Smoke would also, if the bedroom door is closed, it would still go through and underneath the door, right? And then here there's talking about evacuating the remaining building occupants. Negotiators start clearing each floor. Okay. Now by the time it goes from 3:44 to 3:48, that's when Harris says that we can't see smoke anymore coming from the bedroom. Again, let's see when we get the body cam back to where it needs to be. Oh, here we go. Okay, so here we go. So he's going to get up here in 10 seconds. He's pointing to Simon here, asking him where the fire exit is. Watch. The negotiators will escort him. He's pointing to Simon. This is the civilian who lives in 305 that just stayed in here the whole time while they're doing this. I am dead. This would never fucking happen. I don't know any time when they're going to sit you down in class and say, hey guys, if we have a hostage situation, we have a negotiation situation, and we're setting up a tactical unit, we're picking and choosing where we're going to be, and we pick a place, and we pick a place that actually has an occupant in there. You guys, we're going to leave that occupant in there. That is the safest place for them to be. We're going to ask them to document everything that we do as if it was just like a live documentary. Because that's protocol. That's our new way of doing things. We're going to leave civilians with us while we are plotting and planning our tactical movements in a very vital situation where there are guns, bullets flying. Now, take out your pad and paper and make sure you take those notes down. That way you can pass your test when we ask you, if a civilian is in a room that we want to take over, what do we do here, WSU SWAT team? The answer is C. It's always C. And it's we take the civilian and we leave them with us. And we make them make food for us and get us pops and waters. And we make them take notes. Hey guys, it's Burger King. You can have it your way today. We're gonna leave the civilian. Fuck out of here. Get out. You know how what is it? Oh wait, you're able to sue police departments? So you're telling me if anything would have happened to this kid, would the police be responsible? Like, would it be a wrongful death? Who would it be on? This right here proves everything for the Idaho 4 case, in my opinion, because these people are all trained together. They all interswap. And then we're gonna lock the fucking door so we can't get in this apartment. Okay, because that's what he's gonna do. Great plan. Break. Huddle. Welcome, Magnus girl. Rock chocolate. Rock chocolate. Rock chocolate. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like that gunshot right there, it just seems like it is literally right on top of these officers. Okay. Versus coming from across caddy corner, across the hall, then make a slight left, go down that hallway, then go into a bedroom that's, continuing to move away. And I think the only way that we're going to find out what it would sound like is if Lana goes in there, rents one of the apartments, opens up the door, closes the bedroom door, shoots a gun. I want to hear the sound. Now, they say what's happening here is from 3:49 to 3:58, nothing, until we get to 3:58 where they say Kopacka fired a handgun. And then immediately after the handgun fired, it sounded like a large, heavy object fell to the floor. Immediately recognized the sound as Kopacka falling to the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and put this to 3:58. And let's see, 3:58. Right. We'll start at 3:56. Okay, here we are, 3:57 and 51 seconds.
Mom, do you eat?
Right there. Okay. Instantaneously. Okay, please watch this. Okay. This is trigger warning. Sniper round out. So you're telling me that simultaneously. Did you guys hear the sniper shot? I didn't. But I feel like right after like the shot that you hear loud, right away you hear. I'm gonna play that again. Mm-mm. Okay. Now I want everybody to understand that for the record, between 3:48 and 3:58, there was no movement by Brent, nothing. So 3:48. So it wasn't like he was shooting. From 3:40, he fires his allegedly fires his last shot. Okay. Okay, ready? Sergeant Board and I changed locations in the sidewalk just south of the man shop parking lot and set up in the only place we could see the window that Kopacka was shooting out of. In this location, we had concealment behind a banner, but no cover to stop bullets. I moved the vehicle. We were in the man shop parking lot, so it was closer to retrieve gear from. As I was moving the vehicle, students in one of the Stevenson dorm towers were yelling and standing near their windows. While in our new position, several rounds were fired from inside the apartment, and I could hear bullets striking tree branches about 5 yards to our left, and twice I heard bullets strike a building behind us. I believed to be Stevenson dorms. I believe that those are not reachable. At this time, I was more concerned that Sergeant Boyd or I may be struck by a bullet from Kopacka. Based on how close to us the bullets were hitting the trees, I believe the rounds I heard hit the building, hit the Stevenson North building based on the possible trajectory. I advised via radio bullets were striking trees near our location and buildings across Main Street. At this point, I was becoming extremely concerned for public safety. Main Street was not closed down yet, and there were vehicles and pedestrian traffic in the area. at 3 o'clock, 3:30, 3:45, 4 o'clock. Commander Harris advised that the situation needed to be ended at the earliest possible time due to bullets flying randomly into public. Commander Harris had patrol officers begin to close down Main Street. Shortly after that, Sergeant Boyd advised he could see the barrel of a gun, and then a couple seconds later, Kopacka's head appeared. Now, this would be from 3:48 to 3:58. During that 10 minutes, as you can see when you watch this, nothing's happening. There's no movement from Brent. He's not shooting from 3:48 to 3:58. So he says that shortly after Sergeant Boyd advised he could see the barrel of a gun, and then a couple seconds later, Kopacka's head appeared. Sergeant Boyd fired one round and missed due to Kopacka moving quickly. So that would be the 3:41 a.m. I could hear Kopacka yelling, and he fired more rounds that I could hear hit tree branches near us. I advised over the radio that a sniper round had been fired and was ineffective. So that's the 3:41. So it's not the 3:48 to 3:58. Other SWAT patrol units advised that they could hear Kopacka yelling that he was going to murder everyone. Again, none of this is true, right? A few minutes later, Kopacka's head appeared again. Sergeant Boyd fired, and Kopacka fell straight down out of sight. They said a few minutes later. This is not at all possible the way that they said that this happened. 3:41, they said that the first time that they actually shot, I mean, how many shots are we talking that the snipers took? And they're never talking about the fact that, so they're saying this shot right here happened just a few minutes later after the first ineffective one. No, that would be close to 18 minutes. So if that's a few minutes later, it's 18 minutes if you shot at 3:41 and you missed, and here you shot at 3:58. 17 minutes, a few minutes later, Kopacka's head appeared. Again, Sergeant Boyd fired, and Kopacka fell straight down out of sight. I advised over the radio that sniper had fired, and the subject went down. They never mentioned that Kopacka fired, and then they shot. Like, they're just saying that they saw his head appear. So then if you listen to this last, at 3, there you go. This is at 3:58. What was that noise? Wait, did you guys hear that? Wait a second. Okay, listen here. That was after that. Right there, right there. Right there, what was that? At 3:58 and 2 seconds. What was that? Right there. That's a shot. That's a distance shot. Right there. What is that? He was shot from inside that fucking apartment. This person was shot from inside the apartment. I think the 358 and 2. Holy shit. That's a fucking gunshot. Is that a subsonic? Is that a subsonic gunshot? Tell me that's a subsonic gunshot. Let me see. Where's this one? Okay, shortly after that, Sergeant Boyd advised he could see the barrel of a gun. And then a couple of seconds later, Kopacka's head appeared. Sergeant Boyd fired one round and missed due to Kopacka moving quickly. I could hear Kopacka yelling. And he fired more rounds that I could hear. Hit tree branches near us. I advised over the radio that a sniper round had been fired and was ineffective. That was at 3:41 a.m. Other SWAT or patrol units advised they could hear Kopacka yelling that he was going to murder everyone. At approximately 3:45 hours, I could see flickering in the bedroom window. At approximately 4 a.m., I heard over the radio sniper round. Suspect down. Shortly thereafter, I heard the SWAT team via radio advice. Who was that? Randy Miller. Like, I heard a different caliber gunshot, and then immediately I heard a distant sound that can only be described as a body hitting the floor. I heard a different caliber gunshot. Fuck yes. Blake Richardson. I was standing inside the second floor near the north stairwell door at this time, warming up. Garrett Willis was standing next to me and informed me that it was our sniper team that fired the round and that the suspect was hit. I heard a different caliber gunshot, and then immediately I heard a distance that could only be, and then immediately, no, you didn't. Oh, fuck yes. Right there. That's a fucking miss. He does not fall. Does not fall. Then whoever is in that apartment, in Brent's apartment, with possibly Brent in his whatever room he is technically in, And here, right over the radio, sniper fired down. I got you. The sniper never says that Brent was taking a shot and then I took him out. He just said that he is fucking lies. Holy shit. The different caliber that they heard was the distant sound. Fuck yeah, bitches. Got you. 357. 359 seconds. 358. I think it's 16. This is fucking insane. Sniper didn't hit him. I always said he's not dumb enough to be by a window. Those two beeps. What were those two beeps for? What is that? That's okay. So, anyways, wait a second. Do you guys understand if they're going to try to say that that's a sniper round, that louder sound? Do you understand that all of those gunshots that we heard the whole entire time would be sniper shots? Do you understand that you can't have it both ways? Either the sound that you hear right before he drops to the ground, that shot is the same shot that we've heard the whole time. Okay? And if that's what you're saying is a sniper shot, then all of those shots that we've heard that mimic that you say are Brent are in fact not Brent. That shot right before you hear something fall is not a sniper gunshot. Yeah, after a regular gunshot.
Say something so I know you're okay. Hey, is
whole cam crew. Okay, so Brent was allegedly found in bedroom C. Bedroom C was not Brent's bedroom. Bedroom A was Brent's bedroom and would have not been by the window. It's very important because if everyone's saying the room he was found in, he didn't have, XYZ, whatever was in there, everything was broken, blah, blah, blah. Brent's bedroom, according to the report, was A. Brent was found in bedroom C. So did nobody have beds in that apartment? And then this is so they want to stop it right here and say that they don't want to show the interior of a place. They're allowed to use blurry. So this is where I appealed it, because I'm not asking to see Brent. I'm asking to see the interior shell casings. So right here, I'm going to pause it. God damn it. Oh, I just missed it. You could see a tiny bit of the. If I pause it, I've done it before. I'm able to get it right to see a little bit of the fireplace. But anyways, I appealed it so that I can at least get all the redaction up and until Brent. But my appeal is that we want to see shell casings, bullet holes, where in fact Brent truly was found. And they're saying that for privacy reasons to show the residents, no, this is crime scene. So I think that will win our appeal. But you're allowed to blur things out as well. So now explain to me how, if Brent was in a bedroom that was allegedly where the windows were on the other side, how would he possibly be able to shoot and go through cabinets in apartment 304? Anyways, I'll get all down to that. But so I do have an appeal in, and I actually requested more body cam from some other stuff that I was able to find based on incident report numbers that I didn't know existed. Now, we're going to go to Crystal's interview. This is going to blow your mind. That's all I'd say. Let me go like this. Let me share a different screen. Oh. And I just want to thank one of the most amazing worker bees over at the sheriff's office. She's awesome. I'm not going to say her name publicly, but she's a good cat. You know, like I said, there's actually really, really good people that work in law enforcement, and the ones that just aren't need to just go, you know. So here we go. This is my girl, Crystal. Crystal brings it. This is her interview.
Body camera is on. What's your first name, Crystal?
Okay, and this is at 8:51 a.m., 12:15. They're at this facility.
Let's just start with this, Crystal. Tell me where you live.
I live at 1000 Southeast Woodlawn Street in apartment 301. I'm still learning the zip code. It's like 9963.
Yep, 99163. Okay. And Crystal, what's your middle initial and your last name?
Middle initials L, last name Schwartz.
Okay, and what's your date of birth?
3rd Southeast
at 8:30 p.m. 8:30 p.m. Boom. Boom, bitch. The two people that we have ever seen that live there, we haven't seen them in the past 24 hours. Like, we didn't see them that night. They didn't see the alleged roommate hostages. Are you listening to this? Now, Chris was about to blow my mind in such an amazing way. Do it. Do me, Crystal. Come on. The two people that I know of that live there. Okay, just back it up one more time. It's so beautiful.
And you mentioned that
So when they evacuated, nobody was down there in the stairwell. You know, when they were saying that they were staying in the stairwell and da. They're like, we get down there and there's nobody telling us where to go or anything. Okay.
you've seen the police there before?
Yes. So the two people that I know of that live there, we've seen going in and out, not tonight in the last 24 hours, but in the past 3-6 months of them living there, is an African American male who has the black and white border collie named Bellamy.
Who has the black and white border collie named, what was that name, honey?
Tonight in the last 24 hours, but in the past 3-6 months of them living there, is an African American male who has the black and white border collie named Bellamy. Don't know his name, but he seemed really nice. And then the other guy we've seen has been a white male who usually wears a black sweater like this, and it's got white writing on the back of it. I can't make out what the writing says.
Long hair, short hair.
I think about short, it sounds definitely not family. Because usually whenever he's walking around, he's always like this, and he's got a hat like that over his head. But we actually, I don't know if we still have it, but we have a security camera on our balcony facing the parking lot right there.
Crystal, you go, girl. I'm sorry. Crystal is about to tell you all that they have 24-hour surveillance. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Now they know. Yeah, they do.
Upstairs because we were I don't know if we still have it, but we have a security camera on our balcony facing the parking lot right there upstairs because we were floors right there, and he was pissing all around his car one day, and so he yelled from the balcony like, "Hey, please don't touch my car." And the guy's like, "Oh, sorry, man."
Does that record all the time?
Yep, 24/7. It has all of last night. If the snow's not blocking the picture, but we have to.
Shit. Oh my God. Fucking shit. Yeah, we have cameras because we have them on our cars. Sorry, I just get hype. I get hype when people's spots get blown the fuck up. Little lying bastards.
You think it was blocking it? The snow?
Well, we have the black cam.
2 cams.
Faces right. Just these are usually face our cat. This is the one we usually hide out. Usually faces our cars, but this is the one that's I guess it's just set to record now. Like usually they set to record all the time. But so I have he's had him on there before. But he's been in the parking lot, and one day he was like sitting in the middle of the
So what she is saying is she's saying we just have to go back and like we have these days, you know, and we would have video, we have it of this guy who she's gonna describe what he was doing. The one time he was messing with his car allegedly and said, "Hey dude, what are you doing? Don't do that." And this other time, here's another story.
parking lot, gallon water jug, sitting like
Okay, so check this out. When she describes that she knows that there's two people that live there.
The apartment to the side, we're just like, hey, we're at the building.
And you mentioned that you've seen the police there before?
Yes. So the two people that I know of that live there, we've seen going in and out, not tonight in the last 24 hours, but in the past 3-6 months of them living there, is an African American male who has the black and white border collie named Belby. Don't know his name, but he seemed really nice. And then the other guy we've seen has been a white male who usually wears a black sweater like this, and it's got white writing on the back of it. I can't read what the writing says.
Long hair, short hair?
I think about short. It's definitely not long. I don't think. Because usually whenever he's walking around, he's always like this, and he's got a hat like that over his head. But we actually, I don't know who had it, but we have a security camera on our balcony facing the parking lot right there downstairs because we park our cars right there, and he was messing with the bumper of his car one day, and so he yelled from the balcony, like, hey, please don't touch my car. And the guy's like, oh, sorry, man.
Does that record all the time?
Yep, 24/7. It has all last night. If the snow's not blocking the picture, but we have two.
You think it was...
So my question is do you guys feel that is Crystal describing the two roommates, the black African American and this other person, when she says, I know the two that live there, black African American, he seems nice, and then she goes to try to describe who this other person is. Where does she ever describe this third person? Okay. Is she's trying to say that, so hold on. So I think this is just very simple, right? I want to supply Crystal with a picture of Brent. Okay. I want to supply her with a picture of Brent. Like, because here is she describing the guy that she's like, I don't know what he really looks like. Is this who this is? Okay. So we know what she says about all that. Then he walks over and wants. So now this is her boyfriend, Dave.
What's your first name? David. All right, David. What's your middle name? And it's here. It's always around me. I don't know if I would have the time, classify it as a good job. It's hard to tell, right? Because it's there was much more loud and internal hammer, right? But it also kind of some drama to the timing. But it was definitely internal. So I thought the loud bang was the reason the cops got called. So I just assumed it was. They showed up. I kind of wasn't paying attention to. I didn't see other people get squared out because she ran the cans. I guess at the door.
So he's looking out their main door on the third floor, so you could see everything. They don't see anybody get escorted out, meaning the people, like the hostages, like their roommates. A lot of yelling. Right next door.
Talking and responding with the first part. She was obviously talking a lot of them, but the yelling was compared for me to hear. I don't know if it was compared for them to hear though. So we waited around, trying to see what's still happening. We're used to the place scanner. So I just heard a squawker call, stuff from the police scanner. She
Thank you guys.
called them to see if we should evacuate. We did. We went down the stairs and we heard the building and out the back and there's no one there, so we just kind of went around.
Nobody there.
It was kind of weird. It was just like some traffic cones and around. It kind of seemed like no one was really doing anything.
Fucking priceless. Tokyo Soul. Oh yeah.
And you heard those when you were in the officer's car? Yeah, it was right. He's right there. Right. It was like one, and then two, and three. Kept bumping up in segments really slowly. And then after that, it's like, after that, it went from like 9 up to, I think, down to 27. 27 total shots? Yeah, it's really here. So there's three shots in the axle to get on the bonus, right? It went up to 27, and there's the latest one from the sniper shot. There's a different sound, like there's the distinct. He was shooting those. Yeah. Like he was shot a couple times. Someone like there's another gun shot back or something like that. So like distinct shots, and then the shot was like, and then and another gun. Anything that I didn't ask you that you can think of that you think may be important to me?
My motherfucking girl, Crystal. She says there was another weird dude. Fuck yeah, Crystal. This is why I fuck with you. Crystal says there was another weird dude. So I believe that the two people that Crystal is referring to when she's talking to this gentleman, this police officer, the first time, is none other than Jordan Baker and Christian Yannon. 100, in my personal opinion. Okay? Let's hear what she has to say about this. There was this other dude. There's another dude. Now she did it. She just says, it made us feel like this apartment was like drug dealers. Drug dealers. Fuck yeah, Crystal. This is why I fuck with you. Crystal just says there was another weird dude, and I don't know, like it was like I don't know if it was like if they were like just drug dealers. Ah, Lana, you are so bad, girl. You know a whole time that Jordan Baker was involved with that Sierra, and that Adam, yeah, it's all coming together for your girl right here. Crystal just tickles my tits with this comment, literally. I want to hear it again.
Walking around our night home, it almost kind of made us think that maybe the apartment was the drug dealers at one point, because it was just like, okay, there was this weird dude that we saw, and there was another one, and that guy, he came up to me in the parking lot one day. He's also Caucasian, but definitely different people. But he like one night when I was in the parking lot, he came up and like talked to me. Thought I was different people. Like, oh hey, how you guys doing? And I'm like, it's just me, and I'm not this person. He's like, oh sorry, I didn't mean to. And then he left. And then like a day or two later, I was walking my dogs and I was coming back, and he was parked in the parking lot. He was sitting in the back seat of a car in the parking lot, and he opened it. He's like, hey man, can you help me? And I'm like, yeah, what do you need? He said, oh, I had a long night. I lost my phone. I got really drunk. I got in a fight. I got mugged. I actually slept in my car last night. But I live here, and can you just go on the first floor and like knock on the windows and tell them that I live up here? You know, and I was kind of like, if you live here, still fine, kind of a thing. So I was really confused. I walked into the first floor, kind of like looked left and right. I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. And I just went upstairs. And then like a day later, he knocked on our apartment, and he had an iPod in his, I think it had like tablet thing. And he's like, I lost my phone the other night when I got drunk, and I'm using my Find My Phone, and my Find My Phone says it's somewhere in this vicinity. I was looking for his phone, and then I haven't seen that guy since. But I don't know. It's just like he just strikes up with the. When I noticed this guy doing weird things, it was like this guy was doing some weird things at the same time. So I don't know if they had any interaction. If that's the brother he talked about the one day.
I know you just told me all that. If you could write it, then just make sure you fill all that info on there so that I have it. And then do you guys are students?
I'm a student at FCCC.
Okay.
But I am on my winter break as of Tuesday for those.
And you guys, are you leaving? Are you staying there? Do you go home to family, or do you?
We're from the Tri-Cities. Plan was to stay there. I actually have two cats in the apartment that we left because I was like, I don't know what to do with them in the cold.
And you'll be able to get back in your apartment. I don't know exactly when, but
Like the only problem is like I was cleaning, so I actually picked their food up, and they have water and cat box down, but they don't have dry food down. You're not gonna die in 24 hours, but if it is gonna
it won't be that long.
yeah, like if it does go till tomorrow, just open the door and drop them.
Yeah, it won't be that long. It won't be that long.
Can I think later today?
Yeah. So I will let you guys continue working on that. Yours is all done. Can you fill out the portion on there? You're not a chihuahua, so you're not gonna bite. I had a long-haired chihuahua, and that dog tried to bite everything. So I will come back here in a little bit, and I'm gonna go. How many people do you guys think were on the bus?
And I know that there was two people we talked to that was in Greenland. Austin, and I don't know if it's his sister, right? Haven't asked her.
Austin.
I saw there were two, looked like two white pit bull.
That's Austin. He's actually maintenance.
Okay, all right.
Hooey. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'll look at your guys' comments here. I truly don't have any words except for I was right. Crystal believes that drug dealers. So I'm going to have the pleasure of talking to Crystal today and giving Crystal a bunch of my photos that I have here and asking her who's who. So we're going to play Name That Person. And Anna, can you do a quick brief of what they said? Okay, what they said is she'd seen two people going in and out of that apartment. One was African American, one was white. She tried to explain what he looked like, and then talked about weird actions. So I'm thinking that the two people that she knows would be Christian Yenna and Jordan Baker. Now it's interesting that they think that an African American lives there, because the only way that's possible is if Christian Yenna is African American, because Jordan Baker is not African American. Sorry, I got a delivery. I got flowers over here. Look out. So, yes, as I was saying, she's Crystal is saying that the people that were coming in and out of there, it looked like it was there had been drug dealers that had been living there. So that and it's like all the research that I've done takes Jordan Baker back all the way to being involved in that back when he was a resident assistant. He lived in the dorms, like what are they called? I think that's what they're called, RA. Anyways, but Crystal here is basically describing two people, okay? And then she talks about this third person. Remember, they're trying to say that three people live there. And she's referring to Brent. I'm just curious who she thinks Brent is. I want to say, here are these pictures. Who do you think these people are? Have you ever seen this person? Now, Jordan Baker is, I wouldn't say that he's black by any means, but he's definitely, not white. So Crystal, they have cameras in their apartment. She's saying that they had interactions with these people. They're weird. Okay. People are coming and going. It's just really weird activity. And she described it as she thought that they could be possible drug dealers. And that is bingo, bango, bongo. Okay. The other thing is that the room that Brent was allegedly found in was not allegedly his bedroom. They said that Brent's bedroom was A. Well, Brent was found in C. So when people say that there was nothing in that bedroom, that would actually not be Brent's bedroom. So again, was what I've been saying all along is what type of place, because Jordan Baker did not live there. He had a different apartment. Did they use this apartment as a catch-all? Was this their trap? Was this where they did their thing? Crystal is nailing, Crystal's not there with reading off times. That's so genuine when you're hearing Crystal and Dave talk about it. You know what I mean? They're not rehearsing anything. It's just, it is what it is based off of their memory, off of what they've also experienced by living there and everything around these people. Remember, they said that she didn't see any of the people, those two people, she didn't see them that night. So she didn't see them, these alleged hostages or roommates that said, oh, we're in fear of our life. We think that he's tried to threaten to kill us. Dave nor her saw those two people. Okay. So, and she was describing these two people. And then the thing is, I want her to describe Brent. Like what a, so it's just interesting when you hear somebody not having a rehearsed, not everybody can be corrupt, guys. Okay. You just got to dig through the material and find the stuff that's not corrupt. Simon's stuff is all a bunch of bullshit. Okay. Simon, bye-bye. But Crystal, the girl that I talked to before, who these people believe is Brent, in my opinion, might not even be Brent. It might be one of the other people. And then they're talking about that, they would go for how long and not see somebody. Well, what are you doing for a living working? Is he traveling? Like, what did Brent actually do for work? What did these other people do? The Jordan Baker. And why you're not seeing people is because Jordan Baker's address was down the street. Jordan Baker, his driver's license and where he was residing in 2022, I did the background check. I know where the guy lived. He did not live at 1000 Latall Street. Okay? And that's why in the report, it doesn't say that he lived there. Jordan Baker in the report at the end, because I had to redact it. I'd try to put out a couple of the pages, though, when they went through at the end to say, and they gave this witness list. This witness list says, when you get to Jordan Baker and Christian Yenna, Yenna, okay, his driver's license says his 21-year-old driver's license information has 1000 Southeast Latall Street, 311. Then you go to Jordan Baker. His 21-year-old driver's license information says 2290, and then I'm going to redact the rest. But I already knew that because I already deep dived Jordan Baker because of his involvement with the Sierra drug ordeal on WSU's campus back in the day, which is very similar to what was going on Moscow's campus this past year. In fact, let's give Jordan Baker a call right now and see if he wants to have the balls to take my motherfucking call. Let's even see if this is still his number.
The person you are trying to reach is not accepting calls at this time. Please try your call again later. La persona con la...
Absolutely. So, but on Jordan Christopher Baker, Yenna was born in 2002, Baker was born in 1995, and then you have Brent Kopacka, born in 1986. And on his ID, it says that his driver's license said 1000 South East Latall Street, 311. Allegedly. Again, we don't have the lease. You know what? 1208.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you are trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
So, again, I believe just at one point in time, these people had this apartment, and I believe that if you actually truly listen to what Crystal's saying, it's a revolving door that even when people are showing up, the dog actually belong to, does she say in there, the black or the brown and white collie? It's all just, it is their little narrative. It's not accurate at all. The sniper shot missed right before then. The louder gunshot. I mean, it's all, you can go back and watch it, but the Pullman police were there 8:35. There was a gunshot. I believe somebody was shot in that room. So how many bodies really came out of that apartment? Or was somebody able to get away that maybe was injured, bleeding? I didn't see any blood though. Right on the floor. I don't know. I just know that we haven't heard a 911 call. And then when these people were allegedly interviewed by these cops, who mind you, Crystal said that she didn't see them at all that night, but yet these cops somehow were able to see these two roommates and get their story. Yet they're nowhere in any body cams being interviewed. Yet you're interviewing these type of people. Okay. With everything that would be involved in this, you would have those people being interrogated and interviewed, because this is what led to an officer involved shooting, was the statements and what they say transpired that day. Those two allegedly roommates, who, if you do the paperwork, they were not roommates. So truly, what was this about? Was this a railroad ambush? I believe that something went way wrong with distribution. I believe people were fighting over money. I think that Jordan Baker and Brent Kopacka were fighting over dollar bills, DRUGS, dollar bills. Your neighbors know a lot about you. Your neighbors see you come. Your neighbors know your routine. Your neighbors might not know exactly what you do for a living, but they'll tell you when you're usually home, when you usually leave, when you usually come back. Especially in an apartment, like it's totally easy to hear a lot. So they can hear if you're, fighting, if you like, what type of music you probably like, what type of car you drive. And so these are all questions that I know that Crystal's going to be able to answer. And when she sees these pictures, it's going to be very simple to say, okay, what does Brent look like? Because I could tell anybody what my name is and it not be that. And for saying that she knows these people, why isn't she using their names? She doesn't say their names. And then there at the end, it's just a really weird thing when she's talking about this third person that, oh yeah, they would just come up with, and they were sitting in the back seat and they were saying that it was their car, but just weird stuff, right? And they just want to say that, oh, Brent had mental health issues, and that's what this was all about. Well, I didn't see anybody acting crazy in that apartment for the body cam footage that we have. I didn't see, I saw somebody getting tear gassed. I think this all happens at the same time when Brian Kohlberger left Pullman. Brian Kohlberger's car, Suspect Vehicle 1, allegedly mysteriously disappears for 9 minutes right outside of this apartment complex. Only for a month later for this apartment complex to have a officer involved shooting involving allegedly holding hostage roommates and saying you're going to harm roommates, when a month earlier roommates were murdered. Then come to find out none of the facts surrounding it is true. I just proved it on this live feed today that Officer Baker, female officer, Brent Kopacka, says nothing. There's no sounds coming from that room. and she goes over the speaker in the radio and says that he is saying X, Y, and Z, saying that he's going to murder people outside. That never happened. That is what led to Officer Harris giving the command to shoot and kill Brent Kopacka. Right here, this body camera is living proof that this was a wrongful death committed at the hands of the police, and this is a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, winnable, like right now. And so why Brent's family isn't doing anything about it would be beyond me. Maybe they're scared. But I think that Ann Taylor can use this to her advantage if she wanted to, very, very simply.
I want a sandwich.
We want turkey. So here you go. Here's the link if you want to hit it. You have a minute to tell me what you think, and then I'm going to be rounding this up in 15 minutes. Because I want to go see, are my Browns winning? Are my Brownies winning? Okay. There you go. Is Brent an informant? I think that Jordan Baker is what Jordan Baker is, and Jordan Baker was involved in the drug dealing back in the day. I think that he still is, and I think that you are who you hang out with. Did they really shoot Brent? I believe that somebody did shoot him. I don't believe that he's alive. Do I believe that it's how they said? Absolutely not. This body cam's proof. Hey, how are you there, Catherine? What's good?
This is crazy.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? What do you think? You got a minute here. Tell me what you think.
I believe that is totally connected to the roommates that were murdered the before, and that they were trying to. Brent Kopacka was talking about them roommates. It was his own roommate, so I believe that he was taken out to quiet him.
Yeah, that people knew stuff.
Yep.
Absolutely. I think that this body cam definitely brings back, and I mean, when you have to lie about anything like this, you have to ask yourself, why are you lying? And, why can't it just be what it is?
Right.
So I just think that you could totally use it to your advantage if you wanted to.
Absolutely.
And if they want to go ahead and say suspect vehicle 1, they're going to have to say what happened in those 9 minutes where the car is not in the PCA, where it shows up on another camera that's in the same vicinity. Well, where was that car for 9 minutes? Right there outside that apartment where these type of people were at. And is it in fact that it wasn't, if you're going to be able to put any one of those guys into a very similar looking vehicle, could that in fact be them then? You get what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
So there's just a lot of things that you can do.
Well, I think that between them and they're like doing everything power to push the narrative they put out there, and at whatever cost, and it makes me sick.
Yeah, how this all went down. I mean, it's really hard to watch. It's really hard to listen to.
Right. I mean, he earned a Purple Heart. He did. Brent Kopacka. I mean, he.
Yeah.
you know,
And they didn't even know that. These guys didn't even know that. What they're talking about in that room, saying that they made no effort to try to get. They said that his family, whoever this person was, they're trying to say that his family was far away, and
Right.
that's why I believe that the person that's inside that room, or who they think is in that room, whatever they're being told. I mean, Brent Kopacka's family was not far away. Lewiston is not far.
Oh, wow.
You know, somebody being 45 minutes away is not far.
Wow. That's top tier.
So it's just sad. Oh, Catherine, I appreciate you having the courage to hit the link, girl. Love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, enjoy the rest of your Sunday wherever you're at, and whatever you're gonna do. Have fun and live it up.
You too.
Okay, thanks, hon.
Bye.
Oh, what a doll. There you go. Hit that link. Yeah, it's just sad. There's just a lot now to consider. A lot to consider. But the mainstream media should be jumping all over this. So I'm gonna try to cut and paste the video at the different parts where they're saying that Brent Kopacka was shot, and I'm gonna go ahead and show that the sniper shot was at least 20 seconds before the other fire. And then that's when his body goes down with the other fire. So, and I'm going to show how the officers leave for that extended period of time with the body cam. And so we have no idea who actually makes possible breach and goes into that bedroom, because we hear no guns being fired at 1:47 a.m. when the body cam kicks on. We don't hear any firing with the guns until they go back from being outside back in there, which is so important, because that didn't start until possibly other people could have went in that apartment and just been shooting. So I do have an appeal in on to get the redacted body cam to be less of a redaction, so we can see some of the inside of the apartment and still not be, someone's privacy rights not being violated. So there's definitely somebody screaming in there at times. You don't know who it is though. The person's never responding to them. Whoever is in there isn't talking to the negotiators at all. There's no ever conversation. They're never talking about anything of value. There's no dialogue. It's just screaming, whatever you do here. Super sad. Super sad. All right, guys. Well, again, they still have not released this 911 call, and I'm going to try again. Tam 44, I'm going to, I think, make the first official contact. I think they deserve, I know I would want to know. Again, thank you, moderators. Thank you, everybody that super chatted. Thank you, subscribers. Do me a favor, at the end of this video, you have to have an opinion, whether you like it or not. Thumbs it up, thumbs it down. You have an opinion, make it known. Again, thank you for becoming members. Thank you for buying other people memberships. Remember, those memberships are gifted randomly, and that's how it happens. So very generous today. Thank you again to all of you guys. Trying to click on all those. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you guys want to hear more about Dr. Moore's case and the Idaho 4, I got some new stuff gonna drop after the lights go out tonight. A late night live. So again, thank you guys so much. I'm going with Crystal. I think Crystal is not making anything up here. I think Crystal is very aware, especially if you have anxiety like she says she has. I think that she's extra aware of her surroundings, because that's how you get anxiety. I think that body cam or those cameras that were in their apartment could possibly be useful. But my money's on Crystal with what she said, and I agree that apartment was used as a it wasn't that wasn't their normal, that wasn't their permanent residence. That's not the best way to say it. So, or maybe if for one of them it was, the other people, remember, they can just like stick you with other people. I don't see that being the case with this, but anyways, thank you guys so much. Dr. Latina, I see you in here, baby girl. Love your face. And then use the comment section of the video if you got more to say. Till next time, guys, be kind. And rest in peace, Mr. Brent Kopacka. I personally believe that this man was murdered. Take care.